Now on CoastTV News.
A cold front pushing through Delmarva is putting an end to our recent warm weather. Much cooler today and into the weekend as well. And keep the umbrella handy for showers. Details coming up.
Mysterious mass overdose. We are learning more about the recent spike of cases in Sussex County, including which communities are now the focus of an investigation.
Route 1 risks. We're looking at one of the trouble points heading to the beaches and DelDOT's plans to fix it.
Heel throws it up. It's off. Hart rebound and it's over.
Sixers sunk by Knicks as a season of promise ends in disappointment.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Friday, May 3rd, 2024.
We discussed the big Star Wars Day, May the 4th, earlier. Cinco de Mayo is Sunday. Got a lot of festivities this weekend.
A lot. Yeah, there's even the Kentucky Derby.
That's right.
That's exciting. If you care, F1 is in the United States for the first time this season.
Miami, right?
Miami,
Yeah.
so exciting time. So we're not in Kentucky or Miami, but we can still celebrate it all on Delmarva.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we have cool things
Plus,
to do.
America's team's playing tonight. That's got my attention, the Cleveland Cavaliers in playoff basketball.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't think it was football season and the Commanders were playing that. You confused me. Interesting. Bob, which one's really America's team? Because we can't decide here.
We can decide.
That's confusing.
I don't know. I think it changes with the direction of the wind with Matt, so he's got several America's teams. But we are looking at much cooler conditions. Let's talk about the weather. Yesterday, it was in the 80s, and now it's much cooler. Temperatures are falling. We were in the low 60s for everybody earlier. Now it's 50s and 54 in Lewis, 55 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth, 58 in Georgetown. It's still 61 in Salisbury. But that cold air is starting to overspread the area with a gusty east-northeast wind along the coast, and that breeze is spreading inland as well, as we're seeing mid to high-level clouds moving in from the northwest, but we also have low clouds moving in from the ocean. So all in all, it's going to add up to mostly cloudy skies as this front continues to move to the south. So mostly cloudy on Futurecast this morning. Low 50s might be a little chilly, probably a few degrees warmer than that, but you get the picture. It's chilly with an easterly wind. We'll see some breaks from time to time, and in those breaks, maybe some lower 60s around Salisbury up to Seaford, but much cooler along the beaches and a chilly Friday evening on the way. UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's high today, but the clouds taking the edge off of the sun a little bit. Burn time is 25 minutes, and we go from the high range today into the medium range into the weekend and early next week, and back to the high range on Tuesday. So be careful in the sun, higher SPF, find the midday shade, and limit your time outdoors.
What we're showing you now is some shocking video of a boat fire. The captain of a dive boat, which burned in 2019, killing 34 people, was sentenced Thursday to 48 months in federal prison. That fire broke out on Labor Day of 2019 while it was anchored near Santa Cruz Island. The 34 people were sleeping below the deck and they were killed. 5 crew members, including the captain, Jerry Boylan, survived. Now, a 7-year-old captain was found guilty last November, 1 count of misconduct or neglect of ship officer.
Happening today, Seaford High School is expected to have a new weapons detection system on campus. This comes after a student was arrested on Thursday. Here's what police are saying. 18-year-old Fernando Etienne was found with a gun and a knife following a routine disciplinary search. This prompted a quick reaction from the school's resource officer and the Seaford Police Department. The student was charged and released on his own recognizance.
Doctors and police are warning of a sudden spike in overdoses that appears to be resistant to Narcan. That's the drug that reverses the effects of an overdose. The community now reacting to the spike in overdoses, and we have a bit of a better idea of what could be causing them. They've told CoastTV News that they've been getting more Narcan kits, and they are training people on how to use those kits. Also asking you to help stay alert and aware. The spike has sent shockwaves throughout Sussex County specifically, and the founder of Higher Grounds Outreach told us one of the biggest tools to fight against this is education.
We've made it our business to make sure that we're educating them again, even though they may know, but we're just reminding them that no, this is not your average stuff you've been doing, and that the possibility of overdosing and not coming back from it is very real.
And we did receive some information from Delaware State Police, the majority of these cases being seen in Millsboro, Milford, and in Georgetown.
Delaware State Police also stated that a toxicology is underway to confirm substances in 2 deadly cases. Troopers say early tests are revealing dangerous drugs like xylazine. That's mixed with fentanyl and other chemicals, and police and health services urge everyone to avoid unknown substances and to seek immediate help if needed through emergency services or the Delaware Hope Line.
Delaware lawmakers have introduced a piece of legislation that they claim would safeguard something called the 340B drug pricing program. So for everyone that's unfamiliar with what that program is, this was established back in 1992, and it mandates that drug manufacturers provide outpatient medications at discounted rates. It would be to organizations that serve disadvantaged people. So why do they need safeguards? Well, in recent years, some drug manufacturers and distributors put restrictions on some of these specific drugs. So House Bill 383, it's an attempt to bar those restrictions. 30 other states have already taken similar steps. This bill now in committee for review, and we'll keep an eye on its progress.
The Delaware Office of Marijuana Commissioner has released new proposed regulations for the adult use recreational marijuana industry. Delawareans who are 21 or older can now legally use recreational marijuana, and these rules will help manage the industry. The proposed regulations, they cover licensing, safety checks, social equity businesses, also a retail sales tax. These proposals can be reviewed online and can be commented on until May 31st.
There's a lot going on at the Route 1 Cave Neck intersection, especially, of course, during rush hour and the summertime. Turning off of Route 1 to get to Cave Neck Road can be dangerous. Although there are a few signs indicating to drivers coming south that they must look multiple times before crossing the Route 1 Cave Neck intersection, some drivers say it's not enough.
And then if you have a car behind you, some people start honking at you, go, go, go. But the person who is in the front, they can't do it. You know, you have to be patient.
DelDOT has plans to build an overpass at that intersection, but that construction wouldn't begin until the spring of 2026. But since major accidents have happened at this intersection, some people want something to be done sooner before it's too late.
And according to DelDOT, the project is currently in the design and planning phase. DelDOT says construction for an intersection would not be completed until the summer of 2028. To view those plans, you can see them on our website.
If you haven't heard, Sunday is Cinco de Mayo, and Maryland State Police are ramping up enforcement efforts. So that includes DUI saturation patrols and high visibility enforcement. You can expect to see more police on U.S. routes 13, 50, and 301 and Maryland Route 413. Troopers say impaired driving saturation funds from the Maryland Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office are going to be helping pay for this increased enforcement.
Breaking news overnight, the season is over for the 76ers. Their 118-115 loss in Game 6 of the first round playoff series against the Knicks sends New York on to the second round and Philly home. Joel Embiid did his part. He scored 39 points. But get this, 2 of the 5 starters in the Sixers lineup had none. They had 0 points. That's not going to get it done. We'll have more on this game later on CoastTV News Today. Across the country, thousands of demonstrators have been arrested at anti-Israel protests.
Yeah, then President Biden Thursday weighed in on the issue. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us the nationwide response as these protests grow.
From attacks on protesters at UCLA to a building being occupied at Columbia University, we've seen tensions escalate. According to a tally by NBC News, law enforcement arrested more than 2,100 people at pro-Palestinian protests across the country in the past 2 weeks. President Biden praised peaceful demonstrations while condemning acts of violence.
Peaceful protest is in the best tradition of how Americans respond to consequential issues. But neither are we a lawless country. We are a civil society, and order must prevail.
Students are calling for universities to divest from Israel and for the war in Gaza to end. The Biden administration is urging Hamas to agree to the current ceasefire deal on the table.
I will say, every day that goes by without a ceasefire right now is on Hamas, because they're the ones that are holding up an answer to this proposal, and they're the ones that are holding up reaching an immediate ceasefire that would help alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people in Gaza.
At this pro-Jewish rally, students are calling for the release of hostages and for anti-Semitic activity to end.
Shout from the top of your lungs that the 133 hostages must be brought home now.
We are strong and together, and this is exactly what we are here for.
The president also speaking out against hate speech.
It's all wrong. It's un-American.
President Biden breaking his silence on the nationwide protest. Students making their voices heard. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And when asked if these demonstrations have forced him to reconsider any U.S. policy in the Middle East, President Biden simply said no. This comes as Biden will be at his Wilmington home this weekend.
And we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Now, coming up, Springfest firing up. We'll show you a look at day one of the annual event and tell you what you can expect this weekend.
Also ahead, dewy and bloom blossoms. We're telling you when you can see volunteers overflowing with flowers.
And open space arrangements. We have what could make this term open space and what is expected at a meeting this month in Lewis. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Hi, I'm Chris Adams from Mattress Peddlers, your local family-owned Serta mattress store. If you've created some valleys in your pillow top mattress over the years and you're upset that you can't flip it, try this. Rotate it 180 degrees. You'll get more life out of your mattress and a better night's rest. But when the time comes, buying a mattress is quick and easy, so stop in today and sleep on a better bed tonight.
Mattress Peddlers. For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Whether it's your first time betting or you've been gambling for years, have a plan and know the game. Be aware of the rules and odds before you gamble. Set a budget and never gamble with money you can't afford to lose. Take a break and consider teaming up with trusted friends to help you stick to your budget. Remember, if you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
6:13 on our Friday morning. We're seeing a beautiful sunrise. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp, 61 in Laurel, but you'll be falling into the 50s. You've got a northeast wind. Everybody's getting into a northeast wind in Delaware, and it's really cooling us down. We're seeing those 60s now falling into the 50s, still hanging out to some lower 60s farther back to the west, down near Salisbury and Seaford. But this easterly wind is kicking in as this front continues to drop through the area. We're seeing mid to high level clouds over us now, low clouds to the east, and as this front sinks south, the temperatures will dip. Golf forecast for today, leaving the putt shy. It's in the fair category. Sun and clouds, 61, but much of the day in the 50s. So make sure you layer up on the golf course.
I think that's one of your worst putts ever, Bob.
Yes.
Well, we move on. In Seaford, Woodland Road between Craigs Mill Road and Butler Branch Roads now closed. That's due to emergency repairs that are needed, and crews will work until next Friday. Lewis's Open Space Committee, they're going to meet next week, Thursday, May the 9th. They're going to attempt to define the term open space. Now, right now, open space could count as trees, trails, and boat slips. The city wants to make this definition clearer for people to understand. Along with discussing the definition, the subcommittee will go over the requirements and use of an open space. The goal is to make open space centrally located and accessible to the public.
Soon, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Adele, and Rihanna's music. It's all going to be back on TikTok. This comes after a deal with Universal Music Group was reached. It now ends the feud that began back in February. It was over royalty fees that forced the record label to pull its music from TikTok. That means videos that were once muted due to those copyright violations will now be unmuted. Well, most of us enjoy being able to sleep in. However, you probably wouldn't like the extra shut-eye if it meant you didn't hear your alarm clock. Maybe you missed school, or you were late to work. And some iPhone users have turned to social media with that very complaint. They've been saying they overslept because they're not hearing the alarm. Some reporting they actually saw the alarm going off, but there was no noise coming from it. Apple told NBC, yeah, it's actually true, and the company is working to fix that issue. But until then, you might want to set up a backup alarm. You also might want to believe your employees if they say why they were late. All right, well, as summer approaches, so do flowers on Dewey Beach. And coming up, we're going to tell you when volunteers will beautify the town.
And we're starting to see whitecaps on Delaware Bay. The east wind kicking in, temperatures dropping, clouds increasing. Yeah, the warm weather's gone. It's chilly now and into the weekend, and you need your jacket and the umbrella for some showers into the weekend. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Download the DSN app today, driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them. Hour by hour. Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans. They're a promise.
Made to every American.
Every American.
And we're not gonna let anyone
break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I.
And you can consider that a promise too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness now through May 10th. Save big when you join the judgment-free zone for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's right. We've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1, so it's easy to start getting that big fitness energy. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout, and most clubs open 24 hours, so you can get in, get energized, and get going. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Hurry. Deal ends Friday, May 10th.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers Online Casino. Feel the rush.
I think it's finally time. Time for what? Lord Clipin MVP domination. They definitely need Clipe in Australia.
Whoa. I love the enthusiasm, but let's start a little closer at home. I think I have some friends in Salisbury that can help us out.
This will do for now.
Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville, and now Salisbury under one roof with that cabinet store and Imperial Granite. The Salisbury Design Center, the perfect team for your design dreams.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 6:18. You're looking live at Seaford near the banks of the Nanticoke River, home of the Blue Jays, waiting for sunrise there. A cooler morning than what we've had most of this week, Bob.
Yeah, expect a big shock to the system, Matt. You know, yesterday we were in the 80s to around 90. Not today. We're in the 50s today. And as I mentioned earlier, I had those blizzard of blossoms with that front moving through on the way to work, driving up to Milton. All of a sudden, these blossoms started flying around. I'm like, there's the front, and those winds kicking in from the east, and it's getting cold, and we're seeing those 50s dropping now, the temperatures, that is, mid-50s along the coast from Bethany Beach to Lewis, 58 Georgetown, 59 Delmar, still lower 60s in Seaford and Salisbury, but that might not last much longer as we're seeing these cool winds picking up, getting gusty along the coast. So those winds picking up, clouds increasing. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies right now, clouds moving in from the northwest along this front, which is across southern parts of Delaware. But then we also have these low clouds, some stratus, that are moving east to west. So you add those together, and we're looking at a mostly cloudy, breezy, increasingly colder day as that cold flow is working in from the north. Meantime, any kind of weather of consequence as far as rain and storms from Texas into the Ohio Valley, this will be moving our way as we move into Saturday. So originally I thought Saturday might be dry. Right now, not so much. Here's Futurecast. Pick it up at 7:30. These temperatures probably running morning, a little too chilly in the low 50s, more like mid to maybe some upper 50s, but you get the picture. Easterly wind, clouds increasing, a raw day. By noon, mid to upper 50s, well inland, low 50s along the coast. So we're trading the summer clothes for the spring-like chill clothes with the jackets this afternoon, with low 50s, Fenwick Island, Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach, but 60 in Seaford and Salisbury. So the farther inland you go, the warmer it will be. Out and about on the town this evening, I'll be out with my wife celebrating our anniversary dinner, and it'll be chilly, so we'll need a jacket. You will too. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies, upper 40s and low 50s into Saturday morning, and here come the showers on Saturday with an easterly wind. It will be raw and temperatures struggling through the 50s. I was thinking upper 50s, but really much of the day we're stuck in the lower 50s with that easterly wind and some of those showers. And moving into Sunday, at least it does start to warm up, but looks like still more showers moving in as we go into later Sunday and into Monday. It's great that we're going to see the rain. We need the rain. Of course, the timing not the best for your weekend plans, and more of those showers into Monday as we see that persistent easterly wind as we go through your Saturday. But then look what happens by Sunday. By Sunday evening, those winds start to shift to the south, and we do start to warm things up. Paul, they have a 7-day forecast. Temperatures falling today, lower 60s, highs. That was early this morning, and then much of the day in the 50s. Saturday, kind of rainy, 58, hopefully. I think, middle 50s much of the day. More showers Sunday, 71. And then more showers into next week, upper 70s Monday. Dry Tuesday, but then 80s Wednesday, 82 there, I should say, with showers, and then a chance of storms on Thursday, and 84 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. In celebration of Public Service Recreation Week, Rehoboth Beach is closing its offices next week on May the 8th. That week, they honor all government employees at federal, state, county, local, and tribal levels. The city says it will close offices at 12:30 p.m. so that the employees and their families can enjoy a spring picnic. This event's also serving as a kickoff to the upcoming busy summer season.
Here's an exciting update now out of Dewey Beach. The town says the Dewey in Bloom project officially underway. Volunteers now placing planting boxes throughout the town. On Saturday, volunteers will begin planting the flowers. The town encourages you to take a stroll through the morning, meet some of the volunteers, and you'll be able to see all of the bloom boxes.
More to come this morning. Springfest firing up. We'll show you what went down on day one at the annual event in Ocean City.
Saddling up to support a cause. Coming up, I'll show you all the cool things to do on May the 4th and Cinco de Mayo.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Hey, hon.
Are you coming to the job site?
No, I'm a little tied up right now.
I thought you had the next one.
I got the next one.
Morris Home Improvement is your local family and veteran-owned exterior renovation contractor, and we strive to provide the highest quality work with exceptional customer service every time. After this, you got the next one.
Okay, I'm on board with that. Gotta go. Fish on. Serving Sussex County, there's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morris.
Weeds are the enemy of a healthy and thriving lawn. At AC Plant and Turf, we utilize pre- and post-emergent herbicides to control the spread of broadleaf weeds. Pre-emergent herbicides are essential to stop weeds before they appear in your healthy lawn. Post-emergent herbicides control broadleaf weeds and crabgrass once the pre-emergent breaks down. Our program is designed and properly timed to prevent and treat weeds before they become a problem in your lawn. Schedule a turf consultation today to get started.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for Maryland.
The man with the guts to stand up to Biden, Robin Ficker.
Biden's let 7.2 million illegals into our country. That's more than all of Maryland. I'll stand with President Trump to secure the border, declare war on the cartels, and ban welfare for illegals.
Veteran, conservative fighter, Robin Ficker for Senate.
I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message.
Move for Life is working to provide a gym for those who can't afford memberships or lack access to fitness facilities, and we need your help. Join us on Saturday, June 15th at Marina Park in Federalsburg for the Move for Life Fund's Build a Gym 5K. Walk or run, plus enjoy the activities, prizes, and community spirit. Help us make a lasting impact in Federalsburg. Sign up today at moveforlife.org/events. Early bird registration ends May 5th.
Musical tunes from a variety of genres flowing through the inlet parking lot. All of this happening in Ocean City, celebrating the 33rd annual Spring Fest, along with food and music flowing throughout the event. Be ready to see over 200 vendors showcasing their own products and creations. To name just a few, you'll have wooden birdhouses, personalized light stands, glassware to browse, even more than that. So every vendor looking forward to this weekend.
We absolutely love it. People look for us here. They come in and they want to see the dog treats, and they come in and load up for special occasions or just to go home and have some treats for their dog.
And with the Spring Fest already off to a great start, you can experience it yourself today or head over this weekend.
We bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey, and looking at the highs, Bob, that you're tracking today, it is a big difference in the past 24 hours.
Huge. Yesterday it was close to 90 degrees. So I was like, wow, this is like July and August now. Today it's back to the spring chill. Welcome to Delmarva, right? Living along the cold ocean coast. Here's our beach forecast. If you want the sun, it'll be early this morning. Otherwise, clouding up and temperatures pretty much sliding down. Ocean City, you're in the mid-50s, low 50s later on. And same for you in Fenwick Island, 50s with a brisk easterly wind. Lewis and Rehoboth Beach, morning sunshine, increasing clouds, and you're stuck in the mid-50s, waves about 2 to 4 feet. Let's go to the Bay side, and here is your 3-day forecast. 61 in Cambridge today, but showers Saturday and Sunday. 58 Saturday, Sunday, 71. And then for Crisfield, not bad for you, upper 60s today, but 61 with showers on Saturday and a few more showers on Sunday. At least we do warm into the 70s. So there's a warm up coming, and it does get wetter with time as well. I'll have much more on that in your weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, now as we inch closer to summer, the number of events happening each weekend, that continues to climb.
Coast TV's Mallory Metzner shows us what you can win or buy at a variety of themed events around Delmarva.
Sidewalk sales run all weekend long in Lewis, Rehoboth, and Dewey, coinciding with a number of cool things to do in our coastal communities, like looking at beautiful bouquets and May Day baskets outside of homes and businesses. Lewis and Bloom judges will be coming around awarding ribbons Saturday morning. The British Motor Car Show is coming to the ferry terminal in Lewis on Saturday. Coast TV news anchor Charlie Sakaitis is one of the event's judges. And I'm judging the Crazy Pants and Crazy Hats contest at Southern Delaware Therapeutic Riding's Kentucky Derby Watch Party. The horses here will be wearing numbers that match the race horses. There will be mint juleps and a live auction. It all raises money for this local horse therapy program. The 33rd Ocean City Spring Fest runs through Sunday with local food vendors and homemade crafts. Salisbury Art Space and P-Flag Salisbury are hosting a disco dance party featuring Miss Man. Native American storytelling, dancing, food, music, and vendors will be at the Nanacoke Indian Museum. This Heritage Day event runs from 11 to 3 Saturday. The Water Family Fest and Native Plant Sale is at the James Farm Ecological Preserve on Saturday. Learn about shellfish, buffers, beaches, rain gardens, and of course, native plants. A Friday summer concert series is open for the season at Hudson Fields. A town-wide yard sale in Milton on Saturday offers a treasure trove of household goods. The Delaware Seaside Train Show is happening at the Hope Center on Central Avenue in Ocean View from 9 to 2 Saturday. A volunteer training session to protect beach nesting birds in the Cape and Lopin State Park will be on Saturday. OC Bride Fest is filming a bachelorette party game show. Plus, there's a bridal show at the Convention Center. The historic Lewis Farmers Market Saturday Market is open for the season. The Berlin Farmers Market starts this Sunday. The Rehoboth Beach Farmers Market is back in Grove Park every Tuesday. The Friends of KSI Car Show in Milford. The Chincoteague Seafood Festival. Ocean View's Spring Fling. Try local beer, wine, mead, and spirits in downtown Berlin on Saturday. Jazz, blues, wine, and brews runs from 10 to 6. May the 4th be with you on Saturday. Taco Rijo and Victoria's Restaurant have Star Wars themed specials. Costumes are encouraged. Thompson Island has an outdoor movie screening. Big Chill Surf Cantina is rounding out its Cinco Days of Cinco through Sunday with live music, carnival games, and a mechanical bull riding contest on Saturday. Lots of restaurants have specials for Cinco de Mayo on Sunday. We'll show you those menus online at CoastTV.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Spring is here, signaling the perfect time to rejuvenate your lawn. Trust the knowledgeable staff at Johnson Seed and Feed to prepare your yard this season. Our lawn checklist, high-quality seasonal fertilizers, and premium grass seeds ensure a beautiful and healthy lawn throughout the summer. Don't miss out on our Dunbar, where you can craft your own spring arrangement. Choose your decorative pot to add vibrant flowers or lush green plants to elevate your outdoor space. Be the envy of your neighborhood and enjoy your lawn with Johnson's Seed and Feed.
Every day, Washington politicians let the border crisis continue and do nothing. They fail the American people. Open border Democrats and status quo Republicans are both to blame. We need common sense leaders with the guts to get it done.
Typical D.C. politicians play politics instead of solving the problem. As governor, we fought sanctuary cities. Enough is enough. Secure the border immediately. I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message. In the Senate, I'll fight to keep our communities safe.
Ever feel lost in the world of real estate? Imagine a partner who transforms confusion into clarity, who stands by your side from the first question to the final signature. A professional who knows the market, ensuring that your journey is as smooth and successful as possible. This is the value of a great realtor. With Pam Price, you're not just making a move, you're moving forward. So why do you need a realtor? Because with the right one, you can find your way home.
Deal or no deal. Welcome to the Banker's Private Island.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
We really don't know what we signed up for.
The biggest prize in Deal or No Deal history. Yeah! Are you ready to see what's inside?
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Now on CoastTV News.
A cold front pushing through Delmarva from north to south this morning, ushering in much colder air, putting an end to the very warm weather we had, and much cooler into the weekend and some showers. I'll have your forecast details coming up.
Overwhelming overdose spike. This troubling trend as health officials and law enforcement in Sussex County scrambling.
A crash in Harbison, one car hitting a man driving a lawnmower. What state police have revealed so far after the victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition.
School meal requirement change. A new bill introduced in Delaware could loosen some requirements to the free program.
This is CoastTV News Today.
May 3rd, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, it's 6:33 a.m. Paige is in pink. I'm not as colorful. I probably should have coordinated a little bit better.
That's okay. You know,
you give me a
look
pass
fine
on that one.
It's all good. You know, I don't think you own a pink tie.
I don't.
I know
probably
you don't.
Should, but I don't.
You will?
Birthday's coming up at the end of the month.
Is that what you want? A pink tie?
Yeah, if you're. I'll take a good-looking tie, no matter what the color.
I was thinking something that comes in like a six-pack, but if you want the tie,
we'll rethink that one during during off-air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Right now, we'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Tahi to help you as you make your way out the door. Hey, Bob.
I didn't know ties came in six-packs. That's amazing. And I think your shirt is more like violet color, Paige, than pink. But
what?
Close, like violet? Yeah.
Maybe.
No? Maybe. All right. Temperature-wise, it's cold out there. It's chilly, in fact, as we have a cold front moving through right now, and temperatures falling from the 60s into the 50s. 58 in Millsboro, 54 in Lewis and Rehoboth, Bethany Beach, 56, and lower 60s from Salisbury up to Seaford right now as the winds are kicking in from the east and northeast. Pretty gusty, and that's ushering in much colder air as our skies are mostly cloudy. We've got a deck of stratus or fog offshore that's moving east to west. That'll be moving in. You can see that cold front sinking from north to south, ushering in that colder air. Here's Futurecast this morning. Lots of clouds and easterly wind, and these temperatures probably a little on the cold side, but I'm thinking more like mid-50s, and we're staying in the mid-50s all day. Maybe some lower 60s well inland where you get some breaks in the clouds, but lower 50s along the coast. Just a raw day. And your drivecast, not bad. Gave you the green light for the morning commute. Dry and cool. No worries there. Just a little chilly. And for your PM commute, also keeping the green light going and the conditions looking dry as well.
All right, Bob, thank you. Happening today, Seaford High School expected to have a new weapons detection system on campus. This comes after a student was arrested on Thursday. Police say 18-year-old Fernando Etienne was found with a gun and a knife following a routine disciplinary search. This then prompted a quick reaction from the school's resource officer and the Seaford Police Department. That student was charged and released on his own recognizance.
New information on the shocking overdose spike in Sussex County.
State police now investigating 2 possible deaths from an overdose that appears to be resistant to Narcan. That's the drug that can counteract the effect of an overdose.
Organizations that help people with addiction, they're working to prepare their visitors and say this new overdose trend, it's terrifying. Coast TV's Charles Reinert has the latest details.
Stocking up on Narcan in Georgetown. State police say there are now 73 suspected cases of this stronger overdose variant, where people require more care and longer hospital stays than other overdose patients. A majority of those cases have come out of Millsboro, Milford, and Georgetown. And all 73 cases have happened since April 26th.
Knowing that this is a one-shot time and maybe you just won't come back from it, it's very scary.
At Higher Ground Outreach, an organization that helps people with addiction in Georgetown, Lou Hernandez says they have all hands on deck to help their visitors.
Just re-educating them on how to use the opioid kit. We have a lot here that we've been giving the last few days, spiking up on training people on how to use it. We are a training center, so we're able to train individuals on the use.
State police now say the drug causing these overdoses is believed to be a mixture of 5 different substances, including fentanyl and xylazine. And that combination of drugs is proving to be stronger than Narcan treatments, which has Jill Friedel, a board member of Attack Addiction, worried.
What was your first initial thought or reaction when you were hearing about this overdose being seemingly more potent than other overdoses?
That's a scary proposition, Charles, to think that something, we thought it was bad when fentanyl arrived on the scene because that's so much more potent than heroin. And now to have something that maybe possibly is more potent than either one of them is a very scary proposition.
This stark spike in overdoses comes less than a month after the Delaware Division of Forensic Science reported Delaware's first decrease in overdose deaths in the last 10 years. But these new numbers and this new drug cocktail have seemingly erased any progress that was being made up to this point. Back here at Higher Ground Outreach, Hernandez told me that they are certified to teach people on how to use Narcan and that they are hoping for the best and hoping for this crisis to be done soon. I'm Charles Reiner in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should local authorities address this rise in unusual overdoses?
Right now, 45% of you say we should see an increase in police. 27% of you say more hospital resources. 23% of you, so more drug safety education. Just 5% of you want to see more community groups. Whatever you're thinking, you can still vote. Go to coasttv.com or our mobile app. In Delaware, the debate over potential new law, House Bill 350, continues. This bill would allow government oversight on hospital budgets. BB Healthcare has set up a website to gather support against this bill. BB believes the law could hurt hospitals by not giving them enough funds. However, there are supporters of the bill who say this will help keep healthcare affordable and transparent. This bill is already passed in the House. It's now being discussed in the Senate, and we have more details on this debate on our website, coasttv.com.
Milton man's critical condition after a car hit him while he was mowing his lawn in Harbison Wednesday night. Delaware State Police say the driver, a 26-year-old, was on Forest Road when he hit the man on a riding lawnmower. Troopers say that mower went onto the road for unknown reasons, and they say despite the driver's attempt to swerve, he did end up hitting the mower and then crashed into a tree. The man on the mower was taken to a nearby hospital. Right now, no word on the driver's condition or if any charges will be filed.
Sunday is Cinco de Mayo, and Maryland State Police have been ramping up enforcement efforts. So this includes DUI saturation patrols and high visibility enforcement. You can expect to see more police on U.S. routes 13, 50 and 301, and Maryland Route 413. Troopers say impaired driving saturation funds from the Maryland Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office are helping pay for this increased enforcement.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, opening up school meals. We're telling you a new bill in Delaware aiming to eliminate some requirements for free meals in schools.
Also, 76ers did fight to the end, but home court could not help them in their playoff series loss to the Knicks. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Ocular migraine is a type of migraine that affects your vision. It may not include a headache, but always has an area of vision loss, seen as a bright spot, a hole, a crescent of flashing light, or zigzags. Just rest until it passes. Don't drive, even if you're trying to get home to rest. It's best to pull over. See your eye doctor for any changes in your vision. But for sudden vision loss with other symptoms, you should be seen right away.
For more about Chesapeake Eye, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, you're always a local at Beach Barrels in North Ocean City. Enjoy great times and great vibes at our unique bar. Try our award-winning Primo Hoagies that are made fresh to order. Cheer on your favorite sports team on our numerous big screens. Our live music scene is out of this world, hosting the area's best local and regional acts. Come in, grab a seat, or enjoy our brand new outside deck featuring beautiful palm trees, comfy seating with a tropical vibe. We're open every day from 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. See you at Beach Barrels, 133rd and Coastal Highway.
Are you tired of contractors not showing up on time or not even returning your call? And why are you still waiting for an estimate? Maybe it's because the sales consultant they sent isn't really qualified to make a proper quote, only to find out the contractor isn't even licensed? That's why thousands of homeowners and businesses trust Delmarva's original crawl space experts. At DryTech, we're certified, trained, licensed, and insured. So your crawl space problem gets solved, guaranteed. Call DryTech today for a free assessment.
Give it up for our coaches. Thank you.
Right here.
Okay. Don't look over there too much.
I feel like I just won The Voice.
For the first time, we have more than one country coach. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. I'm just going to beat them anyways.
The Voice, new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
It is exactly 6:42 on this Friday morning. Cooling off. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp, 60 in Laurel. East-northeast wind is knocking those temperatures down. Mid-50s along the coast. Upper 50s from Georgetown to Millsboro. 61 in Salisbury and Seaford. Looks like everybody will be in the 50s here shortly as this east-northeast wind continues to bring in the chilly air. And we've got these mid to high-level clouds moving in from the northwest as we're watching this front sinking to the south and low clouds moving from the east. So it will be a cool day on the golf course, leaving the putts shy and leaving it in the fair territory today. 61, sun and clouds, and much cooler on the golf course. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather line, 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird, Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico.
In Fenwick Island, the town's currently looking for candidates to serve on town council. There are 3 open positions. Each is a 2-year term. So to file, you must live in Fenwick Island. You also must be a registered voter. The deadline to apply is Tuesday, June 18th, and the annual Fenwick Town election, that's scheduled for Saturday, August 3rd.
Season of dogs on the beach and boardwalk in Ocean City now come to an end in the ramp up to the summer season. According to town code, dogs are only allowed on the resort town's beach and boardwalk between October 1st and April 30th. The town says dog owners can still use the dog playground on 94th Street and Bayside to allow their 4-legged friends to have some off-leash fun.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yeah, some of you might have turned this thing off with the Knicks up 22 in the first quarter. Spoiler, that changed pretty quickly. Let's take you to the fourth. Tied at 83 to start the frame. Now 92-91. Nico Batum getting up for the stuff. Sixers back on top. Under 7 to go. Tie game. Jalen Brunson unties it. Triples safest. Triples is best of the Knicks. Up by 3 later. 101-98 New York. The Brunson burner was on in the fourth. Contested fadeaway. Bottom. Knicks lead it by 5. Then with less than 3 minutes remaining. OG, oh me, oh my! Anunoby climbing Mount Embiid for the and one slam. Take another look. New York up by 8. The Sixers would then cut it all the way down to 109, 108. Brunson snakes by Kelly Oubre, drawing the foul, a game-high 41 points. After Tyrese Maxey and one to tie the game, Brunson driving, kicks to Josh Hart, and the Nova Knicks burying Philly's playoff hopes in the building where they raised an NCAA banner. Final breath for Philly. Batum inbounds to Buddy Hield. Shot is off, and the Knicks are moving on to the Eastern Conference semis against the Pacers with a 118-115 win. That over sports. Have a great day, everybody.
Hey there, Delmarva. Happy Friday. Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Live. We are introducing you, as always, to another Pet of the Week. This one has been in a shelter way too long, you guys. We're going to introduce you to the cutest little meatball. Also, we're trying out some new TikTok trends with TikTok Made Me Try It. And we're keeping you fit and healthy. So we have another Fitness Friday for you. All that and more today at 4 on Coast Live.
Meatball, what a great name. We are looking at big changes. We're trading the summer clothes for heavier jackets. 50s right now in Lewis on our Tullen Razor Cam. Temperatures falling, and that will be the case into the weekend with the chilly breeze. And we have some showers possible too into the weekend. Keep your umbrella handy. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes with Futurecast.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
The day of the bridge collapse, my phone just started ringing. The ship struck the bridge. The Dolly was the last ship I was on. It was a punch in the gut. Losing lives is a tragedy, but losing our livelihoods was a disaster. It was a direct hit to longshoremen because if we don't have vessels, we do not have work. Your pay just stopped overnight. We're in trouble. I saw David Trone on the news.
We got to bring these dollars home.
Yes.
And we got to make sure that union labor builds this bridge. We got to keep thinking about those that have lost wages.
That's right.
Longshoremen are small businessmen. They still got mortgages to meet, food to put on the table. So we need an effort not to let that slip through the cracks.
1000%. To have an advocate speaking loud and speaking proud is David Trone for me.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Positive, focused,
supportive, and goal-oriented. These are just a few qualities of coaches who inspire their athletes.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and make a $500 donation to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an extra donation to their program.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network Coach Who Makes a Difference. Brought to you by Preston Automotive Group.
877-CALL-FIR, FHFIR.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FIR or visit FHFIR.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
It's now 6:48 on your Friday. We are going to take a live look right now at Laurel where the sun is up, Bob, but we're not getting a lot of sunshine. At least there in Laurel, are we?
No, not a lot of sunshine for today, and that sun's not going to help us really much at all today, Paige. It's going to be cooling down, falling temperatures much, much cooler, so we're trading our shorts and T-shirts and temperatures well in the 80s for windbreakers and jeans today because we're only topping out at 61, and really much of the day is in the 50s with falling temperatures, so I think we've already hit our high temperature. 58 on Saturday, maybe. Now it's going to be a cloudy day, raw day, and some showers, so that 58 may be optimistic. Then we warm it to the low 70s on Sunday and then upper 70s Monday and Tuesday. So this cool down is brief, but you know, it's kind of a shock to the system as we're seeing these temperatures falling now through the 50s, 54 in Lewis, Rehoboth, still lower 60s, Salisbury and Seaford, 58 in Georgetown right now. So steady or slowly falling temperatures pretty much all day as we're seeing this east-northeast wind kicking up and pretty breezy along the coast right now. And we'll call it mostly cloudy cloudy skies, some mid to high level clouds from the northwest, and then a deck of low clouds from the east are all converging on us, making for mostly cloudy skies as we're watching this cold front sliding to the south, and it's leading edge to that much cooler air. We have the rain well to our west through Texas, Ohio Valley, and into areas of Michigan, and this rain will start to creep our way just in time for the weekend. I know it's not the best timing, but, we do need the rain, and, sometimes that doesn't work out. Here's Futurecast beginning at 7 a.m. We're looking at temperatures in the low 50s, maybe just a hair warmer than this with mostly cloudy skies. And as we go into 9 o'clock, I think temperatures were probably a little warmer than this into the mid 50s, but an easterly wind and mostly cloudy skies. It will make for a chilly day. And as we see some breaks in those clouds later, maybe some lower 60s from Salisbury to Seaford, but lower 50s along the coast, and a very raw evening. Temperatures in the 50s. Make sure you bundle up heading out to the beach or out to dinner on your Friday evening. And then overnight, we're dipping into the 40s and low 50s. And then Saturday morning could start to see showers building in, and it will be kind of a wet day, kind of a raw day as well, as temperatures struggle into the mid 50s and hopefully upper 50s, but we may not get there. It's going to be a cold and kind of wet day, and that continues into Sunday night. And then even Sunday itself, we continue with that shower chance, but the flow starts to turn out of the south, and maybe a rumble of thunder as we go into Monday as those showers continue. So we'll see that cold easterly wind gusting over 20 miles per hour at times, keeping us chilly. But then by Sunday, they start to bend in out of the south, and we'll start a warm up as we go into your Sunday. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 61 today, much of the day in the 50s, mostly cloudy. And then the showers on Saturday, 58. At least it warms up Sunday, 71 with showers, and showers next week, Monday and Wednesday, maybe some storms by Thursday, warming from the upper 70s into the lower 80s by Wednesday.
Thank you, Bob. New this morning, Delaware attempting to eliminate some requirements for free meals in schools. On Thursday, House substitute bill was introduced in the General Assembly. What it would do is it take away the requirement for a parent or guardian to complete a household income form. That form is normally used to determine eligibility for the free meals. The substitute bill is now being reviewed by the House Appropriations Committee.
Delaware and Maryland's congressional delegations announced some federal funding to replace lead pipes and improve drinking water. Over $28 million has been awarded in Delaware, nearly $30 million in Maryland. That funding is available through each state's revolving loan fund. Maryland lawmakers add that almost half the money must become grants and forgivable loans to disadvantaged communities.
A new business comes to Rehoboth Beach, Harbor Freight Tools. That is a national retailer. They now have a now open sign in the Rehoboth Mall. That's the one we're showing you on your screen. This store is open 7 days a week, and the store people there, they say they expect to create 25 to 30 jobs.
It's now 6:52 this morning. It's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
All right, today's Coastal Pet of the Day coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. We are showing you 10-month-old Gambit. He is a bouncy, playful, social young guy. He loves to run around to get his energy out. So if you want to meet Gambit or any of the other adoptable pets, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
And as always, we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos of your pets. Tell us what makes them so special.
Right, you can scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friends to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
We're seeing filtered sunshine right now in Laurel, and it's cooling down with an east wind, and the warming temperatures are gone as it is much cooler today into the weekend. Grab the jacket and also grab the umbrella as we have some rain chances into the weekend as well. And those continue into next week as well. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
When it comes to building your new home, don't settle for anything less than the best. Bay to Beach Builders is your trusted source for experience, quality, and design. Our team of experts work with you from start to finish to create your dream home. Expect an elevated customer experience with home visualizers, virtual home tours, and technology-inspired selections in our design studios. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Greenwood and Ocean View, or visit baytobeachbuilders.com. Your new home journey is a click away.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen?
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
you'll feel Delmarva proud too.
Tamron Hall, Daytime Emmy nominee for Talk Series and host.
And on the next Tamron Hall, ready or not, Gen Alpha is here. They're the generation between the ages of 0 and 14, and they're already sparking tons of debates.
Where are your parents?
Are they spending too much time on the iPad?
Y'all bred iPad children.
Wearing too much makeup? Should they really be beauty influencers? Whoa. We're gonna get into it next Tamron Hall.
Friday at 3 on Coast TV.
Our law firm has been helping folks in Delaware for over a decade. Our team is experienced in handling personal injury and wrongful death cases, and our track record speaks for itself. Recently, right here in Delaware, we settled an assisted living case for $1.8 million. You may think that your case is small, but at our law firm, we treat every case like it's a big case. Choose the right team. Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico. WriteLawyersRightNow.com.
It's now 6:55. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. The Delaware Office of Marijuana Commissioners released new proposed regulations for the adult use recreational marijuana industry. Delawareans who are 21 or older can now legally use recreational marijuana, and these rules will help manage the industry effectively. The proposed regulations cover licensing, safety checks, social equity businesses, and retail sales tax. These proposals can be reviewed online and can be commented on until May 31st.
Doctors and police are warning of a sudden spike in overdoses in Sussex County that appears to be resistant to Narcan. That's the drug that reverses the effects of an overdose. They've told Coast TV News that they've been getting more Narcan kits and are training people on how to use those kits. They're asking people they are helping to stay alert and aware. We did receive some new information from Delaware State Police. The majority of these cases are being seen in Millsboro, Milford, and in Georgetown.
Well, it is 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey.
You know, guys, we were wearing those shorts and T-shirts yesterday. Just put them off to the side for a little while because we were trading those for the heavier clothes, maybe the sweatshirts, sweaters, and windbreakers and an umbrella for the weekend, as our temperatures are pretty much stuck in the mid to upper 50s all day long with an easterly wind, maybe some lower 60s inland, clouds and some sun at times. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, even colder Saturday, hopefully 58, might be colder than that with some showers. It will be pretty raw. And then Sunday 71, lingering showers. It does warm up next week, upper 70s Monday with some showers, and then we're into the 80s by the middle of next week, so they're back by then. Showers and looks like some storms Thursday and Friday, and lingering into Saturday too, so we get into a wetter pattern with up and down temperatures.
All right, Bob, thank you, and thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV Midday at 11. Stick around.
And for even more news and coverage, you can count on, download our apps. Have a great Friday morning, everybody.